Hello, it's iSkylar, and today I'm doing a new series called Most Useful Apps. This is going to start with the most useful free iPhone apps, and then we'll move on to some other categories later in the series. So let's get started. These are in no particular order. There are 10, but I would like you to order them in the comments below as to what you believe are the best. Now, this is Waze. It's an app by Google that gives you directions using traffic, live stuff from Google Maps. It's actually pretty useful for what it does. This is Gboard. It's a keyboard by Google that lets you swipe to type. It'll have Google Search integrated, emojis, GIFs, all sorts of useful stuff that you can use. Google Photos. I love this app. It backs up your photos automatically, and you can use it. If you use the original file size, it takes up no storage in your Google Drive, none at all. It's very useful. And if you have low storage phone, especially, because you don't have to worry about running out of storage on photos. I love it. Now, let's move on to 1Password or LastPass. These right here are some authenticator password managers that are really useful. I personally use LastPass, but they're both great, and either one is an essential thing to use. Let's move on to YouTube now. YouTube is just a very useful app for doing anything, watching videos. It's a primary tool for watching videos. Helps you with things, entertainment. It's very useful. Now let's go to our honorable mention, which is Honey. Honey doesn't have an app yet, but if they would, it would be on this list. Because Honey lets you save a lot of money. It automatically applies coupon codes when you're checking out, and can give you other discounts as well, because it gets its money from the stores, not from you. It's free for you to use, and you can join today in the link in the description, and will also support the channel. Now let's move on to Outlook. Outlook is email, calendar, all sorts of stuff. And since I had to choose one of these email clients, I decided to go with the one that I like the best, which is personally Outlook. Because Outlook lets you integrate with a lot of email providers, has a good calendar and stuff integrated in. So that's why I chose that. But I also put in Google Calendar because it's, again, useful to have. Google Calendar will sync with our Google products, and that's just very useful. I personally don't use Apple Calendar at all, but maybe if there's an Apple video later, it will be featured in it. This is Siri Shortcuts, a super incredible power user app. It's so useful. I would recommend just downloading it just to try it out. You can do some fun things with it, power user style things, and there'll be a video coming out just on this in the future, or in the past, who knows. And it's actually really useful. Very cool app that I personally would love to get to use more. This is Firefox Focus. It is a browser that can block ads, block tracking, and can be very useful to use. I had to choose a browser because Safari isn't the best, and so I went with this one that has a lot of good features that you can choose from. But there are other browsers. In fact, I will also have a browser comparison video coming out in the future. And this is the final one, Apple Files. Apple Files is a very underrated app because it actually lets you use all sorts of file storage services like Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud storage on your device. It's actually a fantastic thing that I would love to use myself, but I just can't bring myself to use it. And a lot of people, too, would also love to use it. It's just a lot of these Apple products won't run on your PC, which are cheaper than Macs typically, and a lot of people will generally have. But it's also a very useful app to just have on your iPhone. I'm iSkylar. Thanks for watching. Bye.